Kayla. What's up, all my investors? Good morning, top of the morning, good afternoon, whatever time you hear this. Let me know in the comments if you can clearly hear me. I am using this blue mic that I have had in my collection, and I just want to make sure that everybody can hear me loud and clear. So if you can hear me loud and clear, make sure you put it in the comments below. We got stock market futures seem to be moving a little up today, which is always a good sign. That's what we always want to see. Today I'm going to be talking about some stocks you should be watching. Got a lot of great videos coming this week, so make sure you are subscribed to the YouTube channel. And I'm going to enjoy my chai tea. This was an amazing cup that was bought for me, and I'm very appreciative of it because it reminds me of me in the morning with my glasses. Oh, that was great. You know when you're scared to take that first sip because you don't know what it's going to be? Well, anyways, there's some great news, and I expect some stocks like NIO to jump based off their electrical battery swap infrastructure that they're building. That was like a big thing for them. And it's primarily one of the main ways they make money is through their battery swap whole infrastructure. And now that they've begun some actual deals to build the infrastructure, it's only going to better that NIO stock, the electrical vehicle stock. But it also makes me question whether they can even succeed in the U.S. because then that would mean they would need to build infrastructure in the U.S. in order to have NIOs in the U.S. So I don't know. NIO might just be a China thing, but there's enough people in China to make it a big thing. That's a good thing about their population. It's a whole lot bigger than ours. So if you're looking still to get into the EV market, I'm telling you, NIO is still available at a very affordable price, y'all. All right, we got 2 minutes until the bell starts to ring. I really do need to I'm gonna learn how to share my screen. I feel like I'm still in the rookie stages of the live, so soon I will learn how to share my screen, and then we'll be good to go. I believe I just need to make sure that this is on, because you know, with being new, no one's giving me comments. I don't know if I'm on live. I don't know if I'm. Oh no, I'm good. Everything's good. Everything's running. Shout out to Meet Kevin. He's on live too. But yeah, so we got a couple minutes, about 2 minutes. One day I'm gonna learn how to share my screen, like I just said. And what I really realize is that tech is still very affordable, and I don't understand why everybody's following the trend of selling tech, because tech is what's going to change our lives. So I'd be very like you can't follow the rest of the sheep in this whole game. Yo, you can hear me clearly? Let me know if you can hear me, man. I'm using a new mic. I want to make sure you can hear me, man. Shout out my man Rasta. But yeah, I feel like everybody's let go of tech, and that was the worst decision. But my worst stock, no lie, right before the bell opened, my worst stock, we got 18, 17, has been gold, man. My worst stock has been in gold, and I'm just waiting for gold to come up, but I don't know when that possibly will be. We got 7 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm expecting some good stuff to happen. Hold up. S&P's up. Small green gain. Nasdaq 0%. I expect it to be somewhat flattish today. I don't think that we have. I think actually one of the federal. I think maybe Powell speaking today, or one of the officials are going to speak today. I'm still a heavy believer in ARK ETFs. If you are having a difficult time trying to figure out which ETF works for you, please check out the ARK Invest ETFs. There's a tons of information on the website, arkinvest.com. That's gonna make it a little bit more simplified for you if you're still having a tough time trying to figure out what you want to invest in. Palantir is still big on my list too. And Nokia, man, y'all already know how I feel. I got 2 great Nokia videos coming this week, so let's see where we at so far. The ARK ETFs they're in green today, which is always good. GNUS, shout out to GNUS, me making a good call on GNUS. I bought GNUS, a very good number. But there's still tons of potential for GNUS because content is king. Gold already down 0.76%. Like I said, gold has disappointed me, and I don't know. This is the part that confuses me as an investor, man, because there's signs of inflation, stocks are selling off, Bitcoin kind of following stocks. So you would expect things like silver and gold to be going up when the craziness happens, but nothing. Everything is just down. So got to figure that out. Jumia is another one that I think is super great long-term hold. And some of you may already know these stocks. I've mentioned them before. I'm going to start to focus more on a batch of stocks, and I'm not going to get crazy and start focusing on 50 different stocks. I'm going to be an expert researcher on about 10 to 15, sometimes 20 stocks. It might change out 10 to 15. I'm just going to perfect and research those stocks, stay on top of those stocks, and keep everybody updated on those stocks, and just become an expert at those stocks instead of like running around and chasing all these other stocks. The only time I'm going to get new stocks in is if it's like game changing, like a Roblox or something like that, something that I really think is going to be in 20 years. But aside from that, I'm going to be sticking to the same stocks. That way, I'm more comfortable with the waves and the trends, because there are waves and there are trends, and you got to want to watch them so that you know when to buy and you know when to sell. You know when you can sell, and you'll be able to get back in because you would have followed the same stock for X amount of time. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I think it's going to work out. I think it's going to definitely benefit my strategy, man. Nokia to the moon. I also wanted to mention, I got another video coming out today too talking about it. We got the HINANCE ETF Twitter, just started, and we dropping information on there frequently. So I'm just trying to tap in with y'all as I can. Shout out to the Chai Tito. We ain't gonna be on here long today. It's gonna be a quick session. So let's get back into it. Square is definitely on the list, up 1% today, which is good. NEO is already up 2%, 2.3% based off the little electrical vehicle news, electrical infrastructure news. Vail down 2.2%. I'm actually very surprised Vail's down 2.2% just based off of their materials. I don't understand what could have happened, but maybe there's a story here that I'm not catching. Verizon, a little down today, slight green. I always think it's funny when they're like, oh, the market's getting crushed, and it's like down 1 to 2%. But for some companies, 1 to 2% can be a lot of money. For some people, 1 to 2% can be a lot of money. If you got $1,000, 1% is $100. So I think that's right? I think so. Or is it 10% is $100? Y'all get the math. Y'all understand. It's too early for all this. Workhorse has actually done very well for me, and I'm very glad I was able to call the Workhorse. I got it at a very good price. So, and I actually caught very, very lucky, because it was at my price for like literally 30 seconds. Like low 13s. It's at 16, 18 right now. So slightly green for Workhorse. Let's check the rest of the watch list because I do have the rest of the watch list. A stock that I'm really interested in buying more of is Canopy Growth. They hit a crazy valuation and they came down to more reality, and so I'm definitely interested in a trade at $34. Tesla, with that whole new, I got a video coming on that too, that whole new prediction that ARK made on Tesla. Elon actually backed it up in some sense. He backed it up in some sense, saying, you know, there's definitely an opportunity for them to take 25% of market share, which is very, very big amount. To put it in perspective, Toyota has 14 in 2020. Toyota had 14% of the market share, which is considered a lot. And so with Tesla, it is a prediction that they will have 25%, which would be huge. It would be huge for anybody owning Tesla. Zynga is back in the $10 range. I'm actually shocked. I'm really shocked. Actually, maybe not so much. Maybe not so much. But I'm actually happy it didn't go to the 9 because it means it held up pretty well. And that's the thing that stinks about having the retail investors in the game too, because sometimes people that are just trading they're just trading wildly, man. They're just messing everything up. A very consistent stock that has done well for me is Outfront Media. I don't even talk about them anymore, and I hold them in my long-term portfolio. Very, very consistent stocks, done very well over time, like I knew it would. DraftKings, I have to mention DraftKings up 1.47%. I don't know how much higher DraftKings can go. I know Penn's in the hundreds, but Penn also has casinos, so it's a little understandable. But I kind of want to sell my DraftKings, but at the same time, I'm like, there's still lots of states that need to open, not need to, but they probably will open or legalize game, what is it called? What do you call it? Gambling, betting, sports betting. I'm over here getting it wrong. So some in me is like sell DraftKings, but then something's like, this could be a game-changing stock you might want to hold long-term because you just never know. I got that one at a great price as well. Let's see. We got Qualcomm. Big fan of Qualcomm, up 0.90% today. Trying to get a couple percentage on the board. They don't really get mentioned much anymore when that whole 5G, you know, when we're talking 5G, I feel like Qualcomm gets kind of left out. And I don't know why, because they're using 5G, but I guess y'all gonna have more information this week on my videos, but there's new information out on 5G, so I guess that's why Qualcomm don't get, you know, gifted the leader no more, or they don't continuously talk about them being the leader. Disney, I don't know, man. Like Disney, 191. I seen Disney's like 114, but it don't make sense to me. So I don't like. I like to focus on things that make sense to me, and some things like that don't make sense. It's crazy to see Airbnb at 197 when people were saying at 150 it was overpriced. So that's you know, I should have stuck to what I know. I had Airbnb, sold it, man. I sold at 170. I thought it was a great deal to sell at 170. We're at 197 right now. You live and you learn. And what I've learned is if I don't stick to my strategy, anything can go. Plug Power is another sneaky one, up 1.6% and doing its thing. Tons of opportunity there as well if you're still trying to get in the whole EV wave. I expect airlines to do well over the next few months. The airline prices are kind of crazy right now. They're definitely trying to take everybody's stimulus check and their taxes. And anything else that you got saved, the airlines are trying to get it out of your pocket. So if you own real estate, if you own airlines, I expect you to do well over the next few months. I don't think anything like crazy, but you'll accumulate something. Small gains. Sometimes it's good. Let's say we got Carnival's still trading at $28. How? I don't know. They can't even put a boat in the damn water. Vail, like I said earlier, I'm a little surprised. I'm waiting for Norton LifeLock to drop back under 19. That's a stock that I like to swing. Ticker symbol NLOK. I'm not telling you to buy it, but right now it's at $21. If you do see a drop to 18 or 19, and it doesn't have anything to do with their earnings, then it's a nice one to swing in because it'll jump back up to 23, 22. So if you got some money to play with, it's a nice little rolling in the dice, you know. Like that's the thing. When, like I said earlier, when I start to focus on certain stocks, I become more familiar with the trends and what price they fluctuate at. So it's kind of like a better thing to do. I'm interested in some of the financials, but thing is, some of these institutions, I just don't know which way to go with them. So I just invest in ARC-F, FinTech. Because I've been watching Wells Fargo for some time, and you know they're moving. I mean, they're down 1% right now, trading at 39.20. But maybe because the feds didn't approve for their capital, their little capital fund to stop, they're going to keep pouring money into that fund. So these banks are going to continue to get richer, which maybe down the line that means it'll be good for society because that means more people will have access to loans. But we will see. They're trying their hardest. The Feds are trying the hardest to stop this recession. It's crazy, but hey, power to them. Power to them. Rocket companies, RKT trading at $23, up 1% right now. I'm mad that I missed that like shoot up that it had. But at the same time, like I know that this isn't a stock that will normally do that. So like I want to invest in them, but at the same time, like I don't know, maybe that was just a blimp in the screen. And lending, who knows? We don't know where lending's gonna go because if the Fed's little tricks don't work and we go into a recession, there won't be much lending like there was before. I've been watching these SPACs. There's one SPAC that I've been watching for a little bit, IPOE, but like I said, I like to focus things on that I understand. SPACs, I get the whole point of SPAC, but there's still some gray area there that I don't understand. So all I'm doing is watching IPOE. That's the only SPAC that I'm watching. I've heard of the Lucid SPAC, CCIV, but like I said, I'm not getting too much into it. I'm just watching for now and seeing where it goes. Where it goes, not where it's going. I gotta learn how to speak. What else? Ooh. I mean, I don't get to talk about this one, but maybe I won't talk about that one. My guy Rasa has mentioned Tattooed Chef, so it's on my watch list here on TD. For those of you wondering what platforms I use TD and I use Cash App. Those are my two favorite platforms. Nothing else, nothing more, just those two. Should we go to 9? Should we go to 10 a.m. today? I was only gonna go 15 minutes. Don't want to be too much here. Another stock I'm watching is lightly watching Cody. I think Ulta, Cody, all those products have a good hand in their field, and with everything reopening, with people going back out, people want to look good more. It could be those stocks could do very well over the next 4 to 6 quarters. And so if you're looking to capitalize, I've also heard some crazy stuff. Supposedly, and I could be late on this, but y'all let me know if I'm not. Men's makeup is becoming a thing, which is wild to me. Like, wow. Like, I don't know where we going as a society if men start wearing makeup. I think it's bad enough that, you know, I'm not against makeup, but I just think it's sometimes it's already bad enough. Like, you ever gave somebody like a kiss on the cheek with makeup, and like now you got it all over yourself, like, and you ain't even sign up for that. You was just trying to be a nice gesture and little cheek what's up, and now all of a sudden you're looking at your cheek or you're looking at your shirt, and you got some stuff on you. Yeah, we don't need that, man. I don't know. Hey, do what you want, but I'm just saying. Supposedly, this men makeup coming is supposed to be very hot. So, I mean, these companies like Ulta and Coty could do very, very well. That was a lot of extra details on a stock that probably didn't need to be given out. Snap, I'm still watching Snap trading at $57, down 0.9% as I'm speaking right now, but it's fluctuating very quickly. What else we got? What else? What else? Fubu TV. Are y'all interested in Fubu TV? It's content trading at $31, up 25%. No, 0.25. Sorry. These numbers move quickly. Roblox. Look at Roblox, up 1% today. This is one of those stocks that I said this one's a game changer. The kids, everybody's playing. All the kids are playing Roblox, and it's a very simple game for them to play. They'll probably be playing it for the next, who knows, 5, 10, 20 years. All the kids love it. Buzz ETF, another ETF I'm watching. They got about like 70 stocks in that ETF. Let's see. Oh, I wanted to talk about. Damn, I just had the stock in my head. Oh, so I seen a report the other day, and please do your due diligence on this. We're probably only going to go. I'm probably only going to go for the next 5, 10 minutes. Do your research on this. Supposedly, India's economy is supposed to grow by like 12% this year, and some believe it, some don't. But let me give you an ETF that would be benefiting from India's economy doing well, not the US, not China, not Europe, India. I love talking about spreading the risk around, and being involved, financially involved in a different country can be beneficial because it doesn't fluctuate with what we have going on over here. Now they're expected. I hope you didn't hear that freaking sound. But I don't even know if I can blank that out. Sorry, it's my phone getting texts early. Yeah, so THT, ticker symbol THD. This is not on Cash App. It's probably only on like TD, Webull. I ain't mentioning another one because a lot of y'all may already know I'm not a fan of that R platform. I don't even say their name. I don't think it's needed. But anyways, ticker symbol THD, Thailand ETF. It got about wrapped in like the 25 or 30 best stocks in Thailand. And, I've been watching them too. Their lowest point I've seen over the last few months has been 79. They're currently trading at 81, down 0.16% today. So put them on your watch list. These are stocks that I'm just watching. I got a bunch of others on here, and I'm trying to look for regular financial opportunity and regular financials. But it just I don't know. Like I said, Wells Fargo, I was watching them, but everything seems out of touch. I guess if you want to play it safe, you just go JP Morgan. But a lot of people say they're out of date. And what's everybody like? They're out of date, I guess, because of the whole Bitcoin situation. But I'm still on the fence with Bitcoin, y'all. I don't know which way to go. I don't know. I told myself I was going to invest for the next 4 weeks without any judgment, any second thought. And then what I started doing, I started second thinking, having second judgments. I don't know. I don't want to lose money. Let's see what Bitcoin is at today. I haven't even checked. I'm over here chopping it up with y'all, and I'm not even looking at my investments. Ooh, long-term portfolio is up 0.7, 80%. We'll take that. See, Bitcoin down a little bit. Like, Bitcoin is so like bipolar. Like, I don't know. And like now they're saying it's not a hedge against inflation. This investing thing is becoming very confusing. I can only imagine how some of the new people may feel. I'm actually glad that I started getting into all this a year ago, a little over a year ago, because I feel a little more comfortable in dips, in the moment of dips, or just when all these articles are coming out trying to scare people. It's pretty sad, but that's part of the game. That's how to get you. That's why you got to stay long term. I think it was Dr. Boyce was saying something that the last year's March drop, black wealth was lost. A lot of black wealth was lost because, you know, we panicked and we decided to sell a lot of our assets in the stock market. So our wealth went down a little bit, but there's always opportunity for it to get back up. It's about feeling comfortable and understanding everything that's going on. That's how I like to see it. Let's see, long-term portfolio. I don't really share what stocks I have in a long-term portfolio, and these stocks may not fit for you. These stocks may not fit for you, but you know, I always like to share. I'm open to it because I think it doesn't hurt anybody listening. But like I said, these stocks may not work for you because a lot of these were purchased during the crash of 2020 that I'm still holding on to strong. Tesla, well, I didn't buy Tesla during the crash, but Tesla, Outfront Media, Canopy Growth, DraftKings, ARK Innovation ETF, Singa, Qualcomm, Apple, Roku, and Barrick Gold. Funny story about Roku. That was a stock that I had an opportunity to pile up on, and I believe I understood it, but I second guessed it, and stock's been going crazy ever since. But I did get it in $1 as part of my original $5. That's going to be an amazing story to tell, because I'm going to hold on. If I was like thinking more, I can't remember what the other stocks were. I'm trying to find the information. I took $5, spent $1 on 5 different stocks. Roku, I happened to just hold. I think it was like Roku, DocuSign, which DocuSign is doing very well too. And I'm just gonna hold Roku. I don't need the dollar and plus that I've been given, but I think it's gonna be a great story to tell one day that I still hold that one stock. It's kind of like a reminder. Everybody thinks you need to be like flowing in cash to invest in the stock market to become interested. And I actually just heard, I wish I remember her name. She said the greatest thing. She said, you know, the way I force myself to learn more about a company is to just invest something in it, invest a small amount, just so that I'm now alert to watch that stock because now I'm invested in it. So she starts off with a small amount. It could be $5, it could be $20. And obviously, if you don't have Cash App, you can't make those partial purchases. So I'd always recommend people to try Cash App. And this is not a Cash App ad, but it's what helped me get my feet wet, because that's what it's really about. Because a lot of people have $20 in their account. So when I hear someone say, "Oh, I got to do this first, I got to cut it out. Cut it out. You got $20, you got $5 in your account. I started with $5. You don't need to start with this crazy amount of money. It's about getting your feet wet to make you more interested, make you want to learn more, figure things out more, watch things a little bit more." So yeah, Barrick Gold, I really, man, this is like, I want to take my losses, but then I don't, because something's telling me it's gonna hit a turn soon. But who knows? I like to hope a lot. JetBlue down 5%. Sometimes you got to be careful with these percentages. They seem a lot more dramatic than they are. But hey, JetBlue down 5%. I'm actually shocked. This is the moment that all these airlines are supposed to be taking advantage. People got the stimulus checks. Are we investing, or are we wasting the stimulus check? That's a great question for everybody. We are finally about to reach this 30-minute mark. I'm about to get off very, very soon. I will end it with this because I feel like I've spoken about all the stocks that, like I said, I didn't go into detail, but I briefly mentioned all the stocks that interest me. And it could be a green day. I'm expecting a green day. Maybe it's either going to be a light green day or a light red day. I don't think anything crazy is going to happen. But either way, lots of great videos coming out this week. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you share the channel. Make sure you check out the channel's Twitter. Shyland ETF, you know, a little bit past the moon, to stay updated on a more consistent basis. I appreciate everybody that's watched this, that's given me the time. I'm going to head out of this very peacefully and just enjoy the rest of my day. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Don't forget to watch all the videos that I dropped this week. A lot of great videos that I'm dropping this week. I appreciate you all.